You're watching West Hartford Community Television.
You're watching West Hartford Community Television.
For the community, by the community.
Ning hao. Good day, everybody. Welcome back to Champion Chinese. 我叫周佩佩. My name is Peipei Champion. Today, I would like to talk about how ancient Chinese saints, ancient Chinese philosophers, what they taught about how we can become good leaders and how we can choose good leaders for us in nation, in a company, in school, or in a family. We will talk about Chinese characters. Remember, Chinese people treasure their characters like their child. So this is chimney, the roof, and this is the pictograph of a child. And when a family has a newborn baby, they are always very excited and happy. Do you think anybody in the family will think, well, this child, has hands and legs and has to put diapers. But it's so difficult to put the clothes on. And if they are just one chunk, wouldn't that be easier? Ooh, that's a terrible, terrible thinking, isn't it? But it's okay. They will treasure the child, raise the child, care for the child, gently put the baby's little hand into the sleeves, put on the diaper for the child, because they know this child is going to keep the legend out of this from this family and keep it going. So Chinese people treasure their language just like their child, and they respect their character like their ancestor. All the wisdom passed down from ancient Chinese people. And we also talk about ancient Chinese civilization. 5,000 years of civilization is the only surviving and continuous ancient civilization for the world. And it's all recorded in those traditional Chinese characters. So we all know, if there is no writing, there won't be any history. And then if there's no writing, today, Peipei Champion is not going to be able to discuss with you how ancient Chinese philosophers taught us their wisdom, tell us how we can become good leaders and how we can choose good leaders for ourselves. So the writing needs to be understood so that history can continue. We know that we talk about it since 1956. Simplified characters were introduced to the world by Chinese Communist Party. And since 1931, the Latin alphabet, Russian phonics influenced pinyin system is introduced to the world to replace the Chinese writing. But think about that. We talk about the traditional script has passed down to us for thousands of years. Unfortunately, Peipei Champion and many of my friends and colleagues might be the only the last generation that can read material and history back from thousands of years ago in ancient China. And if we continue to only introduce simplification and Romanized pinyin system to our future generation, they might be only got the tool to read all the materials written, printed, promoted, advertised after 1956. That's a scary, scary thought. I, again, want to share with everybody, I always agree there should be a united Latin alphabet system to explain the sound of languages. Like if I only need to, that silly example, if I only need to find a toilet under the Great Wall, okay, at least I can approximately pronounce where the toilet is, the bathroom is, 厕所在哪里, approximately communicate with people around me in China. And then that pinyin system, the Latin, united Latin system might be helpful. But if I need to learn the language thoroughly, happily, effectively, and independently, and then I need to go back to the root. And Peipei Champion always say, this is why I want to come here. This is the reason I donated my program for 12 years to West Hartford Continuing Education, to the city, to Connecticut public about my program, because I want to share this beautiful tool with people, and I do not feel I can take it if I just see it be flooded to the drain. This tool is so important and powerful, and you can get it in no time. And at the same time, you will be able to learn the traditional script, the traditional Zhuyin Bopema phonetic sounding system. In 2 hours, that means you know the stroke order, the structure, and the part to compose the whole characters in 2 hours. At the same time, you know the Romanized Latin alphabet, Russian phonics influence, pinyin system, and you also can read simplification. Only you are you learn it faster and happier. Okay? Now, let's get back to review a little bit about the traditional script, because we are going to use all those words in the beautiful lessons from Chinese saints about how we can choose a leader. This is called virtue, 德. 德, you see all those parts actually are composed by 37 sounding symbols. Okay, so this is chi, the first one is a pictograph of a person's leg, thigh, leg, and feet, foot. So this means indicate behavior. So someone, the red symbol, chi, okay, pinyin uses ch to replace it, but ch has nothing to do with Chinese character, isn't it? Okay, chi means indicate behavior. So this virtue means someone's behavior. Someone will behave like there are 10 eyes. The green one is 10. The red part is eye or eyes. So 10 means many, all. Okay, so virtue means someone behave according to like there were 10 eyes means lots of eyes looking at you, investigate you, and you only have one heart to do something good. Virtue. That's called virtue. Okay? But actually the highest virtue is you do not even need to think about that. You're supposed to be born with that virtue that if nobody is watching you, nobody is beside you reminding you, you know how to behave. Okay? But we are human beings. We are human beings. We tend to be led sometimes, often, by our five senses. And this is the time we got attraction, we got lured to do something that is not aligned with our true virtue, which is love and which is justice. Okay? So this is a virtue. And then simplified, of course, they have another, lose all this. And this is endurance. So endurance, you will see, oh, there is a blade and there is a heart. But imagine, only looking at this character, it looks like, wow, that's called endurance. Imagine you are soft, warm, loving, caring heart, and someone is using a blade, threaten you, and try to force you to do things that you don't think is just. You have to endure for the purpose of your soul, for the purpose of your big goal, selfless goal for all humankind, for the universe. Okay? And here, this is a trust. And you can see a trust and belief means a person, when a person talk, you can trust. And this person is trustworthy. And his word is trustworthy. A person talk, the talks are not coming out of his mouth or her mouth because he or she want to please you, please your physical ears. When someone talk, he or she understand the whole balance of heaven, earth, and people, and all living and not living things. He or she is not selfish when he talk. Therefore, you can trust this person. Okay? And also, this indicate when you talk, you have to have some goal, a selfless goal. It's not only to try to please certain party or to feed certain desire of certain group and people. And here, we all know Chinese love lamb. This beautiful, beautiful lamb has two horns, 3 ribs, and 1 spine. No, not only 3 ribs, right? 3 means many in Chinese. And when the lamb is big, it's beautiful. And then, when you talk beautifully, you have 2 hands, you celebrate, and above your head, above your mouth. This is called virtue, kindness. Okay, so this, when we were talking about this kindness, I always try to remind people, when you see and experience kindness, you want to help, you want to promote, you want to speak, align with the kind person or the kind word or the kind deed, instead of doing something negative to hurt the person, or just be quiet and silence. Sometimes the silence means more hurt. Okay? And then it takes courage. When you see something good, you want to share with people. True good. Not the goodness out of some politicians probably, or they want to just say things to please your ear, to please your desire, feed your desire, okay? And then we have to know and how to differentiate that. And when you truly know something is good, virtuous, you need to be strong and brave to stand by that, to help. So this is true. Again, 10 eyes. Celebrate. What is the truth? It will endure. All eyes. Testimony. No matter how many eyes is watching, people will not change their policy and belief and principle because some special group wants that. Some special parties desire something, and they change because according to what they hear. Okay, their message and their principle is always the same. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so today I'm going to talk about Confucius words. Okay, he taught 君子喻于义，小人喻于利。君子 means gentleman. 小人 small people, petty person. Okay, they understand. The gentlemen understand what is justice, what is good for common world. Common world now means the big majority. Sometimes big majority are blind. What is the justice? Is based on the harmony between the nature and living and unliving thing. Heaven, earth, and people. What is the harmony? A big gold. Some people will use the big gold to feed different organization or people's desire because what they want is their vote, is their own operational platform and their own benefits. Okay, those are petty person. But some people, they stand true to their principle, and this principle is according to the universe's law. The universe wants things to live happily and promote harmony, right? Okay. And then Confucius teacher taught us a gentleman may not gain distinction in small things. They might have tiny little flaws, mistakes, and they probably don't do little things very well. But he can be entrusted with great concern, duties. A petty person may gain distinction in small little things. They can talk. They dress well. Okay? And they know when and what to say to increase their personal gain. But you cannot give them serious business because they will avoid it when they see good things that will threaten them. When they see bad things, if everybody is trying to hide it, he will hide it too. So those are petty persons. So being a good leader, you need to know how to tell. Is the person that you try to hire, what the person has been doing, show you the person, the character, the big character for long term. What does this person show you? Can we entrust this person with our nation, our company, our life to become our companion or friend and teacher? Does the teacher preach the best, but the teacher doesn't behave doesn't follow what he or she is preaching. That's a petty person. Okay, so a gentleman of spirit or a man with moral characters will never try to save his life or platform or benefit at the expense of his moral characters. He prefers to sacrifice his life in order to save his moral characters. So here we see our soldiers, good soldiers, good governor, good political politician, a teacher. They will sacrifice their own personal benefit for the benefit of the nation, for the family. A teacher probably will sacrifice the pay and speak the truth to teach for the benefit of their children. I have been very confused and let down by the fact that maybe it's naive. I couldn't understand why I bring this beautiful program, I can save government tons of money, save children so much struggle, save politicians years of struggle, and master the Chinese language. Why? I couldn't meet a government official, a teacher, a principal, a superintendent that is happy for the fact I don't understand. And my goal is not for myself. My goal is for the surviving of this beautiful ancient civilization and the wisdom we can get from those ancient Chinese saints. So I do have many mentors. They are from military, like Senator McCain. She was tortured and become crippled. And for those years he was captured, he can easily condemn and turn against his own nation and say something bad about his nation. His legs might be saved. He can save all those years of torture. He didn't. He took the prize. He zipped his mouth. I am proud to be American. America is a good nation, has a good spirit and good goal. And I am proud to be American. I will never betray this spirit of America. Just because of that. I don't know him, but I respect that fact. And only that, he can be my mentor for the rest of my life. Okay. And then a gentleman helps other people succeed in the performance of good deed. He doesn't help them succeed in the performance of bad deed. A petty man does exactly the opposite. So, are you a gentleman? Is Peipei Champion trying to save the language a good deed using a very happy, effective method? Is she doing it because she wants to be rich or she wants to be, I don't need that actually. For all those years, I don't need to carry tons of luggages, going everywhere, donate my program and my time to teach children, adults, how to get the tools to learn the true Chinese language. Many years. Every day I visit 5, 6, 7 schools. I bought luggages until the owner of the luggage store need to give me big discount because he told me he wants to tear when he see what I'm doing. And thank you. Thank you, Dennis. And thank you, all my friends that has been with me. You are real gentlemen. And thank you for understanding. Sustaining this language is very important for all humans. Okay, so here. When everybody hates something, you need to know. You need to investigate. When everybody want to praise something, you need to investigate. And you know, only the biggest wisdom, the person with the highest wisdom, and the man of greatest stupidity who do not change. Let's be wise. How to become a good leader and choose a good leader for the United States of America, for our educational board, for our family. And you be a good leader. Start being a gentleman. Okay, so we will talk about more about what we can learn through this ancient Chinese civilization, through the traditional character, through the speedy, happy learning about traditional Zhuyin and Bopema sounding symbols. And thank you for watching and share with me about your precious time. 再见。